Okay, class, so I wanted to show you visually what I'm talking about with regards to these misconceptions about Microsoft Excel. And I think clarifying some of these misconceptions will enable you to use the program, follow the data collection plan, and come to the realization that, geez, Excel is easier than I thought, and it can do a lot more than I knew was possible. So one of the first misconceptions I have listed on the session 1 page is TMI. Yes, too much information condensed into one spreadsheet. The second misconception identified that I see a lot is people using multiple worksheets with the same information. So in essence, they have the same columns, whether it's a SRI score, a Terra Nova score, a local assessment reading or math or writing rubric score, and they have that for a grade 1 spreadsheet, a grade 2 spreadsheet, a grade 3 spreadsheet, which actually you're kind of just making more work for yourself in terms of summarizing that information. And then the last misconception, I know a lot of people use Microsoft Word in lieu of maybe some skill deficits with Excel. It may be perceived as being more user or teacher friendly, but the fact of the matter is it's a word processing application. It is meant for text. It is not meant for entering data, analyzing data in any way, shape, or form. You completely lose all capability of what you can do in Excel by going down that path. So, some examples of what I'm talking about are, and this is an example of the TMI, too much information. In this particular example, we've got summary information being entered for several grade levels at different points in time with then a comparison of all the students versus those who were just tested twice, which makes sense to want to do that. But then we also have some calculations here. Raw data then expressed as percentages. And it's all trying to be presented on one screen. It's a nice effort, but in reality, it's way too much work. Excel can do all these calculations. It can do all these comparisons between those who took the test once versus twice. And the only thing you really need to do is enter the raw data with 3 columns. And then if you want to know who took the test twice, you can simply just sort and code and it's done. And you'll see via some pivot tables and some other basic analyses, Excel can do all this type of work for you. And you can get all sorts of pretty tables and graphs. And you don't need to be concerned with trying to get too much information on one spreadsheet. The next example would be using multiple worksheets for the same information. Here in this example, you'll see there's a worksheet, a tab below here for every single grade level in this particular school. And then, but what you'll see here, you got grade, student name, local assessment, baseline, local assessment, and this is just repeated across every single grade level. Now, I think the rationale is some of this stuff on the right, the person was thinking, well, these are different columns for different grade levels. I need to keep them separate. Unfortunately, no, you don't. Because if this was in one separate worksheet with grade level and you had every single grade level going down the page, Excel doesn't care where data goes where. You'll be able to identify that if 2nd grade has student learning style data and 4th grade does not, that's fine. Excel looks for data in the cells and it calculates what it sees, and it's that simple. And then the last example, I know other schools in Dodia have gone this route with this nice, pretty color-coded Word document. But the problem is, it's a Word document. You really can't do much with this other than look at it. Yes, this color coding in here is nice. However, what you're going to find with what's called conditional formatting, what you're going to learn to do, you can let Excel do all that work for you. All you have to say is, for these particular columns, highlight them yellow with a score of 300 or less. Highlight them green with a score of 600 or more. And that's it. And you can do your whole entire school in 2 clicks, not a manual set of child by child, test score by test score set of manual color coding. That's going to be a real time saver for a lot of people. Plus, when you bring this particular template into Excel, you'll be able to gather all the information you want over time, disaggregated by grade level or any other variable that you are interested in. So you're really shooting yourself in the foot by using Microsoft Word as a data collection tool. So that's pretty much it. I know some of you are watching this saying, oh my goodness, yes, that's my data file, or we do something similar. And it's not that you should feel bad or guilty about that. Just know to be optimistic that your life is about to get a lot easier with the data collection plan and the Excel tools you're going to learn. Okay, that's it.